Hey friends, it's day 2. Totally had plans to go live in here, but to be really honest, I woke up not feeling very good. So I've been kind of honoring that and listening to my body. But I did want to go live for half a second because I know some of you are like me and you think that you've got to get it all figured out as we begin, otherwise you're failing. And I want to remind you, this is a work in progress, building block type thing. So you can go over to the units and you can read through everything I've already shared. But I also want you to know that every single day we're going to dig into this in bite-sized pieces so you can just layer it in. This isn't I checked all my boxes and I'm winning or I'm failing because I haven't sort of situation. This is just you honoring your journey and giving yourself grace along the way. So there's going to be a check-in. Actually, the check-in was probably already posted, and I took away the rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5 because it just didn't feel right. But I want you just to really think about how things are going and the different areas that maybe aren't going the way you want and how you can gently tweak them. Doesn't have to be perfect. If you didn't get a killer workout in, if you didn't get your entire morning practice done, I don't want you to feel discouraged like it's day 2 and you've already failed. That's not the case. This is just really about becoming more mindful as we dig into all these different pieces and we continue to layer them in. So I will be back in here tomorrow, and I think we're going to talk about how to create a vision because I've had a lot of questions about that, and I think it can be something a lot of us overcomplicate and really is not something we need to overcomplicate. It doesn't have to be some Pinterest worthy beautiful vision board or anything like that. So I'm going to dig into it with you tomorrow. If there's anything that you're specifically struggling with and you have questions, drop them for me. I'll make a questions post so you can drop them there. And there's an accountability thread. I was going to match you up, but then I was like, you know what? I don't want to match you up. I want you guys to talk to one another and find someone that feels good. Someone that when you will challenge you, like you don't want to find your carbon copy. You want to find someone who will challenge you that you can get better with together. So yeah. And then my final thought for you, it's actually, I just made this post on my regular Facebook page about motivation. And some of you are new to this entire journey and you're like, I just have to get motivated. I want you to know I don't believe in motivation. Throughout life, there will be things, situations, medical stuff, vacations, events that will motivate you. But if you're relying on motivation be the thing that gets you going every single day, you're not going to get sustainable momentum on your journey. Instead, I want you to flip the script. Instead of being like, I don't feel motivated today, be like, how can I get momentum today? So I woke up this morning and wasn't feeling 100%, but I wanted to move my body. And I know that I really strongly encourage all of you to listen to your bodies. I listen to my body as well. And it wasn't one of those things where I was going to push my body really hard, even though I wasn't feeling good. But I knew that if I didn't move my body, I was going to feel even more floopy and weird. And it just is something I like to do. So I honored it. I listened to it. I didn't push it too hard, but I still showed up to it because I'm a firm believer in momentum. Momentum is what's going to move you further along on your journey. And if you just make it a non-negotiable, even if it's only 5 minutes a day, you guys, that's how you transform your journey. That's how you get the momentum, and that's how you create the motivation, because motivation comes when you have the momentum and you're starting to see results and you just start to feel good from the inside out. It's not necessarily about the number or the size or any of that tangible stuff. So momentum, I want that to be your guidepost throughout this, is how can I get momentum in these different areas? And if one area is off, it doesn't mean that I throw in the towel with everything else. Instead, when there's that afternoon, evening check-in, you say, okay, what was I 100% on, and what is one area that I can tweak tomorrow? It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be mine. Cool? Cool. So I'm going to get off and continue just to take care of me. And I will be back here tomorrow. We'll talk about how to create your vision and how to make it something that really excites you versus something that just overwhelms you and makes you want to hide from it.